What's up, Fit fans? This is At Home Fitness with Coach A, and this is the YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in-gym quality coaching and workouts for your at-home needs. Now, I know what you're thinking. Today's the 200th day of our At Home Fitness programming. See, we're on the same page. This is awesome. Yes, it is the 200th day since we started this at the beginning of the pandemic here in Cleveland, Ohio, back in March. And today we have a bit of a nasty one on our hands to celebrate. So without further ado, let's get to the board. So what we are looking at today is going to be some heavy lifting, a little heavier than we've done recently, a little more aggressive than we've done recently. You'll notice the first piece here is going to be pretty long for a lifting piece, 20 minutes to work your way to a heavy single clean, which means squat clean, not power clean. Clean equals clean, power clean equals power clean. So here's what we're looking at, 20 minutes to work your way up. I want you guys to start with something in the range of 6 to 8 reps. These do not have to be touch and go. 6 to 8 reps at about, there we go, 30%. And that's gonna work to 5 reps or so at 40%, 4 reps at 50, 3 reps at 60, 2 reps at 70-ish, and then we're getting into our singles that start at about 80% or so. So if you guys hit a PR, awesome, go for it. If you just want to work up to something where you're starting to get a little sloppy and starting to break down in our mechanics, that is fine too. More than happy to roll with that. Now, the second piece of fun we have here today is going to be a death by hang clean, which means, as you probably guessed, hang squat cleans. No worries, we're already prepped, we're already warmed up from all of our previous 20 minutes of work. We got this. The weight for your death by squat cleans or hang squat cleans today is going to be half of your body weight. If you guys want to measure deadly accurately, you have single pound plates. That might not be a bad idea for today. I will be doing this, by the way. If you guys want to hop on to celebrate the 200th day, feel free to hop on to YouTube live with me to get this done. I will be starting this bottom piece here, death by cleans, at 5:30, and I'm going to do this lifting beforehand, so I'm just going to have it rolling through that lifting while I'm doing it here in the garage gym. But if you want to join me for those death by cleans, go off of my clock. Absolutely worth it. We'll talk maybe, the first couple rounds where we have some breath, we can, comprehend things, and then we'll slowly death by die together through hang squat cleans as we get further in this. It's going to be awesome. Stick around if you guys want to see the movement modifications and demonstrations. All right, guys, so with the videos, we're going to get right into the workout here. When it comes to the heavy lift, heavy stimulus is what we're basically looking for here. So if you guys have that odd object that we have squatted in the past, then let's get something along the lines of low rep sets, decent number of sets with the heavy weight. If that ends up being a back squat, a front squat, if you guys have kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever it is, slow it down at a tempo to increase that resistance. Feel free to find a way to make a heavy lift or work on something, honestly, that is super weak for you, especially when it comes to the position of a squat clean, whether that's glute, hamstring, stiff-legged deadlifts, single-leg deadlifts, whatever. All right, so death by. Let's get into this. We have to hang squat clean it, therefore we're going to stand it up, and these are going to be abbreviated minutes, so that would be the first one. So if you're not familiar with death by, that basically means we're going to add a rep every minute until we can no longer finish the number of reps in that minute. So 3, 2, 1, this is going to simulate the second minute. I stand to the hang, squat clean for 1. I'm going to keep it in my arms, squat clean for 2, or hang squat clean, excuse me. I would personally try and hold on to this bar as long as possible. You're going to see on this round, I do some different stuff and what the outcomes of that usually are going to be. So we are going to start here with the, so to speak, third minute, 3, 2, 1, and the first rep is that hang squat clean. From there, I drop it. 1, that's going to take a lot of time. 2, I might go into something that's a full squat clean that is not a rep, so I'm going to have to reset that. All right, so the big thing here is try and be as efficient as we can.
Stay tuned for movement modifications.
Alright, so let's talk modifications for day number 200, our terrible 200 workout here. So as I mentioned earlier when I was hanging out, for the first part, find something you guys can improve on. Let's work through that. Kind of the idea was there to get the heavy stimulus before we went to something lighter that gets really aggressive. So if there's a way for you guys to get that on an object or something and do some squats with it, by all means that'll be super beneficial to you. Now, for the actual hang squat cleans themselves, a couple different ways I'm going to demonstrate this. First one is going to be with 2 dumbbells, in which case that hang is going to be outside of the hips. Right. Second one is going to be with a kettlebell. Now, there's 2 ways I can do this. I can tap it from the ground, come up and pop it from a hang position, or I can swing the rep into my squat clean. The way you choose is probably going to have something to do with how you're going to work on your transitions. So obviously the first round is going to be 1. It doesn't have to be 1 each side, it can just be 1. Maybe that's going to be a 1, and then for 2, I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm going to go to 3 on this side, and then 4 on this side, okay? That'll at least get us close to evening out those reps. If you guys happen to have 2 kettlebells, it is possible to swing both those kettlebells in the hips and then clean them into that squat. The other thing you guys can do, but we're going to have to touch the ground for it, is alternating reps. So you come from the ground into your squat clean, back to the ground, switch arms, and transition there. A terrible, surprisingly for some of us to believe, a terrible way of doing this workout is going to be with mid ball clean. Right? It is a super light weight. It is a super light, quick rep, which is going to mean your numbers are going to get very high, which is going to make them rather agonizing. That would be, not terrible, that would be an awesome way of doing this workout.